Is Penix that guy? I think Penix is that guy. I do. I think he is an NFL-ready quarterback. And as we always do, it's time for the fastest 10 minutes in sports. Will Neff's 10 minutes of sports. Basically only football, though. So here we go. I've started the timer. If you have any questions about football going into this week, ask them now or forever hold your peace. How about CJ Stroud? Love him, hate him. He's Texans OG. Stroud's looked great this season. I think the Texans got themselves their best quarterback since David Carr. Now they just have to build around him. They don't have the team right now. Will the Eagles make it to the Super Bowl? I can't say that. I think the Eagles will make the playoffs as a high seed, and they will make it at least to the championship, the divisional championship. Super Bowl, I don't even think if you're the best team of all time, the Super Bowl is a guarantee for your team. The Super Bowl is such a lofty ambition. Who's to say what might happen between now and then? Have I watched Victor Wembanyama? Yeah, I've been watching a little Wembanyama highlights. He looks great. As a Jets fan, how do you feel about Geno Smith finally being a decent quarterback?
Keep up the good work.
I mean, I feel fine about it. I never disliked Geno Smith. I think it's interesting people's take on Geno Smith that like the Jets should have hung on to him. I think that's stupid. If you really look at it with any kind of like perspective, no team is going to suffer through 9 seasons of bad quarterback play to develop a quarterback. Like just look at Zach Wilson. We're on his 3rd season and he's not even like playing that bad anymore. And people want to cut his fucking head off, right? Zach Wilson might Geno Smith. He might, but there's no team in the NFL that wants to wait on a quarterback. It's just not something that any team is willing to do. It's a win now league. And honestly, Geno Smith, he hasn't really been playing as well this season. He's been playing okay, but last season he was really good. Wilson is trash. He hasn't been in his last 3 wins, but you know, that's not saying much. He does have some really bad quarterback play. For a backup quarterback, he hasn't been bad, is what I'll say. Do you support any soccer teams? No. The Bears is where the first round picks go to die. I think the Bears could actually be a really good football team next year. Everybody, thinks that you can just pump first round picks into a team forever and they still won't be good. I think the Bears, if they use these 2 first rounders well and do get the best wide receiver and the best, potentially the best quarterback in the draft and Caleb, they could be a really good team. I think the problem is Justin Fields he's just not that guy. His decision-making has been really bad. And the difference between Fields and Zach Wilson is Fields has all the athletic ability and the confidence. His decision-making has been really poor. Zach Wilson, on the other hand, had like the yips. He couldn't do the physical stuff, but his head was still working. And now he's gradually getting better and Fields is gradually getting worse, which sucks. Because I really liked Fields and I wanted him to do well. What are your thoughts on the Detroit Lions? I've been saying for a long time they look great. Who do you have for the AFC East at the end of the season? Think the Jets have a playoff chance? Yeah, for sure. If the Jets beat the Chargers, I think they statistically have a 65% chance of making the playoffs. So like for someone to say that the Jets just can't make the playoffs is crazy. Also, if you want my like Taylor Swift conspiracy theory tinfoil hat thing, Aaron Rodgers posted a photo of a watch that he was doing a sponsorship with, and the time and date of the watch was actually the date of their game against the Commanders, which is December 24th at 10 a.m., which is a lot of people
that's very cool.
saying that he is basically saying he's trying to come back by December 24th, which is crazy. And if he does come back by December 24th, that means that he gets to play the Commanders game, the Browns game, and the Patriots game, which is 3 games. Meaning if the Jets have 7 wins by the time they get to that game and Aaron Rodgers comes back, oh, baby, hold on to your fucking hats. Holy copium. Have you seen this motherfucker? Bro, when the injury happened, I said, no way is he coming back. Right here on this stream, I said, guys, this is a smoke screen. This is bullshit. This is crazy. There's no way. Modern medicine doesn't have the power. And then all of a sudden, I'm seeing this shit. This dude is out there. This is from 2 weeks ago. This is from 2 weeks ago. He's out there walking around taking dropbacks, and it's like, what the fuck? That's nuts. He ain't dropping back. That was from 2 weeks ago. You got to see the new one. Bro, look at this. Look at this. This makes no medical sense. This makes no medical sense. This is from 6 days ago. He's actually taking dropbacks, bro. He's pivoting off of it. That is insane. Faked? Okay, now you're on copium, bro. Now you're on copium. That's insane. I'm going to tell you the truth. He's doping. There's no copium. He's doping. He is breaking the substance, the rules. The NFL is letting it go because he's Aaron fucking Rodgers, and he is on blowfish venom, moose testosterone, and a cocktail that would make Lance Armstrong's testicle grow back, bro. He on them drugs for real, for real. But like, don't copium it. He's doing it. He's taking dropbacks. Like, what are we talking about? I'm looking at it with on this stream. I looked at you guys in the eyes and I said, there's no way this man is coming back. There's no fucking way this man is coming back. And now he's running on a field. How is that possible? Am I saying he's definitely coming back? No. Am I saying there's a chance? Absolutely. My mentor tore his ACL the year after I left high school, and he couldn't walk for a year. He could not walk without like a crutches or a walker or a cane for like a year. This man was off crutches after like 2 weeks. SF defense trades to be good enough to carry them to the playoffs. SF is already going to make the playoffs. That's not the issue with San Francisco. San Francisco's issue is if they can go deep in the playoffs because Brock Purdy is turning back into a pumpkin. I kept saying the other foot has got to drop on this kid eventually, and finally it has. But if he can go back to the Brock Purdy that just looks like he's a first overall pick, they're fine. But they need to figure it the fuck out. I would say this is going to be some tin hat shit. I will say this. If the 49ers keep sliding, if the 49ers lose to the Jags, and Brock Purdy has another bad game, I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't see Sam Darnold get in here at some point. Because all they need is a field general. People are saying no shot. You guys, he's not replacing fucking Patrick Mahomes. He's replacing Mr. Irrelevant. What are you talking about? No shot.
Oh, wow, that's very cool.
Do you guys, do you people even watch football? If your quarterback is backsliding and he's going to cost you a playoff chance, Shanahan is going to play Sam Darnold. I think you're stuck on Jets players. Bro, Sam Darnold hasn't been a Jets player in like 3 years. Bengals bounce back, man. I will keep it a buck. I did not think the Bengals were going to bounce back. They're at 4-3 also. This game tomorrow against the Bills is a big game. It is a huge game for both teams. It is a huge game for both teams. I would love it if the Bengals beat the Bills. God, that's going to be a good fucking game tomorrow at 5:20. Caleb Williams, first overall pick, guaranteed. I'd bet my fucking life on it. If he enters the draft, he is the first pick, guaranteed. Even if he sat out the rest of the year, I would say even more so if he sat out the rest of the year. I would say Caleb's only chance for not getting picked first overall is if he doesn't enter the draft or if he sustains a brutal injury. Socks on during sex? No. Who is the sexiest quarterback in the league? That's the easiest one ever. The sexiest QB in football right now is Sam Hartman, and it's not even close. Sam Hartman is the best looking quarterback. Look at this guy. Are you shitting me? He looks like Adonis. Look at this guy. He's going to fuck your mom. Like, that's just a beautiful human being. Well, how bad do you think the Chargers season will get? If they lose to the Jets on Monday, Brandon Staley might get fired. The Chargers coach might get fired midseason. You can't. They've lost so many close games. If they go 3-5, if they lose this game tomorrow, effectively their playoff chances are over because the Steelers have been winning. The Bills have been winning. I don't think they make the playoffs then. I think they get bumped out of that wild card spot. Worst 3 teams in the NFL right now. The Patriots are one of the worst teams in the NFL. I will stand on that. The Patriots have no talent. I think there's a chance Belichick might be coaching in Washington next year. It's so bad. I would say they're one of the worst teams. I would say the Cards, despite being frisky and fun, are one of the worst teams. And the last team I will put as the worst team in football is not the Panthers, despite the record, but the New York Giants. The New York Giants right now, having to play Tommy DeVito, they're bad. They're real fucking bad. All right, no more football questions. What else is going on in the world?